living water, the dry season. Ethan Cole had everything. At least, that's what people said. Corner office on the 38th floor. A luxury apartment overlooking downtown Chicago. A black German sedan parked in a private garage. A watch that cost more than his mother's first house. But every morning, when the city lights faded into gray dawn and silence filled his glass-walled bedroom, Ethan felt something no one could see. Thirst. Not the kind you cure with coffee. The kind that gnaws at your soul. The illusion of winning. Congratulations, Ethan. Youngest executive in the firm's history. The applause still echoed in his mind from the night before. Champagne. Laughter. Flashes from phone cameras. He had raised his glass and said what successful men are supposed to say. To hard work. To sacrifice. To the grind. They cheered. But when he returned home, he stood alone in his kitchen staring at the skyline. What shall it profit a man, he muttered to himself, though he couldn't remember where he'd heard it. If he gains the whole world. He didn't finish the sentence, because he knew the rest, and he didn't want to hear it. A phone call at 5:17 a.m. His phone vibrated on the nightstand. Mom. He almost let it go to voicemail. It was early. He had meetings. But something made him answer. Hey, Mom. Her voice was softer than usual. Ethan, your dad collapsed this morning. The room tilted. He's at St. Mark's Hospital. The hospital. Hospitals smell like fear and antiseptic. Ethan hadn't been inside one since he left his small hometown 12 years ago. His father lay pale and still, tubes running like fragile lifelines across his body. The man who taught him to ride a bike. The man who worked double shifts. The man who once said, "Son, success without character is failure in disguise." Ethan swallowed. A nurse approached. We're running tests. It could be his heart. His heart. Funny, Ethan thought. Mine stopped beating years ago. The pastor. In the hallway, an older man sat with a Bible resting on his knee. Pastor Daniel. Ethan recognized him instantly. Same calm eyes. Same gentle strength. I heard, the pastor said quietly. How are you holding up? I'm fine. You don't look fine. Ethan forced a smirk. I'm just tired. Pastor Daniel nodded slowly. We all get tired. But some tiredness isn't about sleep. Silence. Then the pastor said, Do you remember what your father used to tell you? Ethan didn't answer. Seek first the kingdom of God. Ethan stiffened. Pastor, I don't really. You don't really believe anymore? The words landed softly, but they hit hard. The cracks in the armor. That night, Ethan stayed at the hospital. Machines beeped in slow rhythm. His father stirred slightly and whispered something faint. Ethan leaned closer. Forgive. What? Forgive. Forgive who? Him. The room felt heavy. Ethan hadn't spoken to his father in nearly a year. Their last conversation ended in shouting. You care more about money than people. You don't understand ambition. You're chasing the wrong kingdom, son. Ethan clenched his jaw. I built this life myself, he whispered into the dark room. No one gave me anything. But deep down, he knew that wasn't true. The memory of water. When Ethan was 12, he and his father had gone camping. They'd hiked for hours under the summer sun until Ethan complained, I'm thirsty. They ran out of bottled water. His father found a small spring flowing between rocks. Careful, he said, kneeling. This is living water. Comes straight from the source. Ethan cupped his hands and drank. It was the coldest, purest water he had ever tasted. His father smiled. You can drink soda all day, but it won't satisfy like this. Ethan didn't understand at the time. Now he did. He had been drinking from the wrong sources for years. The breaking point. 3 days later, the doctor called them into a quiet room. Your father's condition is serious. We'll do everything we can. Serious. Ethan walked outside into the freezing Chicago wind. His phone buzzed again. An email from work. Need confirmation on Singapore deal ASAP. He stared at it. Then at the hospital behind him. 2 kingdoms. One demanded performance. The other demanded presence. He closed his laptop. For the first time in years, he chose differently. The question. That night, alone in the hospital chapel, Ethan sat in the back row. He hadn't prayed in over a decade. He didn't know how. He stared at the cross hanging above the altar. If you're real, he whispered. Silence. I don't even know what I believe anymore. More silence. Then a memory surfaced. Ask, and it will be given to you. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and the door will be opened. He exhaled. Okay, he said quietly. I'm asking. No lightning. No voice from heaven. But something shifted. For the first time in years, Ethan wasn't pretending to be strong. He was honest. And honesty cracked open something inside him. The door opens. Ethan didn't know it yet. But this moment, this small, broken prayer, was the beginning of being born again. Not in fireworks, not in instant perfection, but in surrender. And surrender is where living water begins.